Hello everybody, Epic Mewtwo here. This is gonna be a more quiet video. I know you guys been missing the good old ASMR videos, so you're gonna get some of that here. Oh boy, I know you're excited. Make sure you're turning your volume to max for this one. But it is about 2:15 a.m. I just got back from seeing Avengers Infinity War. I don't know how to feel right now. But I know that while I was gone and doing some other stuff during the day, we got a ton of global news. It has all been posted in my Discord, which I know I do this in every news video lately, but it's just to keep you guys in the know. Shameless plug, and then we'll get on with it. In my Discord, in the link in the description below, I have a Dokkan news channel in there that gets updated as soon as news drops. You guys know I like to wait a little bit until we get some more information on everything to make a news video about it, to make as much or to get as much info as I can in one video, of course, and not have to make multiple. But stuff gets put in there as soon as it drops, so definitely go check that out in the description below. I know that as soon as all that global news dropped, all the mods were on it, so that's awesome. Now let's talk about everything new that global got. Right, we actually have no JP news right now, which is pretty cool for global, I guess. We have a bunch of interesting things, and then this one, which we'll talk about in a second. So finally we got some info about, and we're also going to talk about this too, the privacy update thing. But we finally got some info on the Super Saiyan 3 thing, so I love that they use Super Saiyan 3 Goku's art, one of my favorite arts in the game. It's actually my lock screen on my phone. But anyway, basically there is going to be a Super Saiyan 3 Warriors login bonus, which Super Saiyan 3 is my favorite form, so that's awesome. As you can see, there's going to be 20 Dragon Stones available, and a Dragon Stone per day, so that is pretty cool. As well, there's going to be some missions, as you can see, up to 46 Dragon Stones. Oh boy. Daily, clear any quest stage 3 times. Weekly, as you can see, consume 33 stamina, 133 and 333, and then clear certain Dokkan events 20 times, and clear Dokkan events 10 times for 5 and 3 stones respectively. Of course, you can see everything else here on the screen, and that is going to be from, let's see, where's the date here? Is it at the top? Yes, it is. Well, at least the notice is from technically yesterday, but I guess today, you know what I mean. The 24th, because I'm filming this on the 25th at 2 a.m., but to the 14th, so that's pretty cool. By the way, of course, links to all this stuff will be in the description below if you want to go check it out yourself. This is all in the global news, so if you want to just open your game and take a look there, you can as well. But if it's easier for you to just click the link in the description, then feel free to as well. Either way though, bunch of new missions. There's going to be an Elder Kai. You guys can take a look at this stuff more in depth, but kind of your standard stuff for one of these, but pretty cool nonetheless. I still love that they're using that art there as well. There is a new item in the Baba shop, as you can see. So here's the thing that was with this, right? As you can see, so the Patara is now available in the Baba shop, and here's what's interesting about this. So basically, JP got this, when I want to say like 2 months ago, something like that. Either way, the point of this is that basically you can get 10 Patara medals in the Baba shop. So if you're missing a fierce battle unit of one type, the Baba shop has got you covered. You can just exchange your incredible gems for those last Patara medals that you need for LRVB. So that's pretty cool. So I'm glad they're finally adding that to global. I honestly completely forgot that that was a thing, and then when I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, glad they finally got that. But either way, this will be in the game permanently, so don't worry about, missing out on any time thing for this. That is in the game from now on, so that's pretty dope. Just with Tapion, like it was on JP, obviously we have a Rising Dragon Carnival. Obviously it's your typical double rate banner, but it is cool when you perform a multi, you get 2 Elder Kais. That's pretty dope. This was originally a Christmas banner on JP, so it was 2 Santa Roshis, but literally the same thing, just Christmas themed. So that's pretty dope. But as you can see, the Hoi, the Minosha, I believe that's art from the AGL Tapion, and then that's also from the AGL Tapion, the Harudagun on the back. But all those guys are on the banner, as well as the new Tech Tapion, which he's an awesome unit. In terms of if you should summon on this banner, though, I'm not sure. And I only say that because, obviously the 3rd year is coming out soon. This is a fantastic banner. of course, like, you know, Tapion is really good. The AGL one, he's pretty good. You almost need him for the Family Kamehameha EZA. Tech Tapion's very good as well. Minosha is... Hoi is actually a really good support unit on Extreme STR, but you'll probably will pull one of him once he becomes an unfeatured SR in the pool eventually. So nothing to really worry about there. Of course, though, if you are a whale, do what you want. But Super Saiyan 3 Goku is introduced on this banner as well. Of course, the Wrath of the Dragon 1. So... if you want to go for him, I guess go ahead, but I would honestly recommend just holding off. As you can see, it does show the units here. It is interesting though they actually show the Goku there. Very interesting though. They also show all of the LRs here. And it tells you they're not featured, obviously. Tells you what they can be Dokkan awakened to, but very cool that it tells you the LR that they're introducing on the banner. That was not the case on JP. Now, real quick, while we're on that topic, this was also something that came to JP that confused a lot of people. This little notice. Basically, this was the first time that they ever actually technically announced the LRs. We'll just scroll through this here real quick. But, like, they ever, like, you know, officially announced the LRs being in the game, which is so ridiculous that this was technically the first time that LR Gohan was ever officially announced in the game, and he was what, like, he'd been out since sometime in 2017 at that point. If my memory serves me again, it's 2 a.m. I apologize, but the point is that this was long overdue to happen in like the actual official game. But this happened on JP. I'm sure you guys remember this. The title of my video was something like literally LR memes. But nonetheless, this is just in the news. It's literally just telling you that if you pull this card, it Dokkan awakens into an LR. So, you know, don't be thinking that you're going to get any free LRs. That'd be cool, but nonetheless, that is what that is. This is just a little notice, of course, for the Tapiana Harudagon event. Global players, if you have not played this event yet or seen it on JP, I highly recommend bring in a bucket full of patience for this one, because Harudagon dodges 10 times more than Janemba does, and I don't mean that in actual like factual numbers. I just mean that from, you know, hyperbole sense, but he really does dodge a ton, bro. But either way though, as you can see, if you bring one of these guys, you do have a, you know, more damage done to Harudagon as well. This Tech Trunks is pretty good. I did a showcase on him. If you want to check that out, I'll try and throw that at the end of the video. He is a really cool unit, and he is free to play from the Wrath of the Dragon story, which we'll get to in a second, but as well you can get the physical Tapion from the first stage of this event, and it can be used to farm Tech Tapion. Unfortunately, AGL Tapion is Tapion parentheses Harudagon the whole way through his Dokkan awakenings and such, so that's kind of unfortunate, but hey, Tech Tapion's farmable at least, and then you get that free to play physical one. But as you can see here, this is what I was talking about right here, the Wrath of the Dragon story event, and you can farm this Tech Trunks from that. He's kind of like a little mini LR Trunks. He can crit on his passive, so that's pretty cool. It's kind of funny that they a crit that I don't even know how to, I'm not gonna bother from the bond with the hero. As you can see, pretty cool stuff here. I'll put that video at the end of this one, like, you know, how I put the 3 videos in the little card or whatever. And then of course this also introduces the Tapion flute to the global version, and obviously it's super effective on Harudagon's stage, so that's pretty cool. Total of 11 dragon stones from the story. Now, by the way, you do farm this item here and then you use it on the actual Tapion, or not Tapion, sorry, Harudagon Dokkan Fest. Well, I guess it's technically Tapion, but you get the point. Either way though, that is pretty much it in terms of the actual like content update, right? So now to talk about some of the more technical stuff. This is super exciting for Global. I'm actually really excited that Global got this already. This is absolutely incredible. And I talked about this actually a couple news videos ago. Basically this is saying here, starting the 24th, the 10th character is guaranteed to be an SSR when performing a multi-summon with dragon stones. So this is literally what JP just got. The first banner it was on was it was the one before Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, and then Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta had the banner, unless his was the first one. Either way, it was one of the two. But we literally like just got that on JP. Like the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta is still around. That banner's still live on JP right now. And Global is getting this now before the 3-year banner, before the double rate banner, before the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock Dokkan Fest, which interestingly enough did not get announced here, even though the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock art is obviously there. It's really weird to me that they didn't even like mention it, right? Like oh, never mind, I'm an idiot, I missed I didn't scroll down on the login bonus thing. I'm so stupid. Dragon stones are on stale. I guess stale. I need to stop making this video and go to bed. Either way, though, as you can see here, there's going to be some discounts, the standard stuff. The Rising Dragon Carnival, what we went over here. Here is the Dokkan Fest. See, I knew I was missing something. I was like, how could they show that without announcing the freaking Dokkan Fest? So that'll be the third. Wow, that's actually, how many days away are we from the third? That's like 2 Sundays from the Sunday coming up now. Wow, that's actually a hot minute away. Either way, though, that's when that's coming. As you can see, Omega Shinron's the other featured unit on the banner, which we'll take a look at that banner, I guess, in a second. But then the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock event's going to come. This event that actually just came back to JP because of LR Bardock, A Lone Warrior's Last Battle, is going to be coming back too, so that's pretty cool. And then the training thing there, so that's pretty cool. See, I knew I was missing something. I was like, they can't just put him in the art and not announce the event. But yeah, there that is. Obviously that'll drop with the Dokkan Fest in terms of the Awakening event, but that's pretty cool. So glad I clicked on that thing. Jeez. Anyway, back to the multi-summon thing, right? As you can see here, all summon events that require Dragonstone starting from the 24th, so that's already passed because, like I said, it's the 25th now, will be GSSR. And that last one, it of course works like the same it does on JP. It's 95% for it to be unfeatured, 5% for it to be featured, right? So it doesn't affect your rate of getting a featured card, really. I forget how they did the math, but someone on the Reddit did the math, and basically it still is the same number for like the same chance of getting a featured unit, so that's pretty dope. Please set the character list at the top left corner of the summon page to check the list of available guaranteed SSR characters for a multi-summon. Please note that an SSR character is not guaranteed in a single summon. Single summons are dead. If you send me a single summon, I'm going to block you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to block you. But I will look down at you shamefully. No, I'm kidding. But single summons are like literally pointless now because you're guaranteed to get an SSR. So just save up for a multi-summon, please. You'll make my heart a lot happier than it is right now, considering I'm just on VideoWare. But but nonetheless, as you can see, we're moving on here. Of course, it says it's not guaranteed SSR for ticket summons, which makes sense. Of course, it's not guaranteed for summon events prior to that date. So basically anything that's live on Global right now, which I think the only banner live... don't remember off the top of my head. I can open up Dokkan and look. But basically, just the banners that are out right now are obviously not GSSR because they're not going to change that. And then, of course, it's just their standard thing, you know, hope you enjoy playing the game, but that is very cool. I'm so glad that they added that. Like, I talked about, that in a couple of videos ago, how awesome it would be if they added that to Global Dokkan now, instead of waiting all the way until, like, the time that technically UI and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta would come out on Global. So I'm really glad they did that. I don't know if some people are mad that it's like unfair that, like, I don't think, see, here's the thing, that this goes back to the whole JP and Global debate, which I just still think is so dumb. But, you know, like, I really hope people aren't complaining like, oh my gosh, you know, all those banners that are going to be, you know, what do you call it, GSSR, that JP, you know, didn't have as GSSR are gonna be GSSR for Global. Oh, I can't believe it, you know. But like, at least for me, that's not the perspective I have. I'm very happy that this happened to Global because honestly, like, I just think that's so awesome. It only benefits global players. We choose to play JP, and if that's the quote unquote sacrifice, not really, but you know what I mean, that comes with playing the version, then so be it. At least I accept my fate, in that regard anyway. But very happy for global players. I mean, I still play global, but you guys know what I mean. I main JP. Anyway, last thing that we got to talk about here, and then we'll hop out of here. I actually didn't know this was going to be this long, but I tend to ramble when I'm sleepy, so oh well. This was something that it's going to be kind of interesting for some people to kind of contemplate, I suppose you could say. If you guys remember, the last global update brought with it that notice of privacy policy update, which I talked about in the last news video, right? If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. It was the one talking about, that Tapion is finally coming to global, and that LR Trunks is the new free-to-play LR and JP, right? I talked about that in that video, where you have to click, obviously, if you accept their private policy or not. So Kayvon was doing a little bit of research, and he was kind of telling me a little bit more about this. He was explaining this a little bit more in depth for me. And from what we can gather, I know a lot of people on the Reddit were talking about this. Basically, if you don't accept that, so here's how it works. Let me explain this first. So basically, you either accepted that or declined it, right? Basically, what that notice was saying was that Bandai is allowed to gather information by, like just your gameplay basically, and use it for targeted ads, whether it's for you or for other people in their other games, or just other games in general that, they own and make and whatever. And that's how that works, right? Which they could probably already do that anyway, but apparently why this popped up now is because apparently by law they have to tell you that that's what they're doing, and they didn't before. I don't know why that's only a law now, but that's what Kayvon Trust told me, and I know he reads Reddit all the time, so I'm trusting that that's inevitably from the Reddit. If someone wants to correct me in the comment section below, please do, but I believe that is the case. Either way, though, regardless of whether it's a law or not, it is in the game now. And so if you clicked accept, you got nothing to worry about besides the fact that Bandai's going to be spying on you. I'm just kidding. Basically, they're just going to be looking at your gameplay, essentially, and you're going to be using it to target ads. How? I have no idea, because I don't know how, seeing what units you awaken and what events you play determines what ads you see. I don't get that part of it personally. You can leave your thoughts on that in the comments below, because I'm very interested to hear your opinions on that. But regardless, if you click decline, basically, you're saying you declined it. And as you can see here, if you do not agree to the changes, you must stop using the services. You may request a deletion of your personal data by following the instructions in the policy. So, this doesn't mean that your game's going to get deleted if you declined. Don't worry about that. That would just be absolutely ridiculous, and they would be losing a ton of money doing that. That would just be very stupid on their part, right? Here's what's going down. So if you click decline and you keep playing Dokkan, then you're basically implying that you agree to the changes, because obviously you're still playing the game, and that means that, regardless of whether you, agree with it in your head or not, you are basically implying that you agree by continuing to play the game, right? If you don't want to agree, like, completely, then they're just telling you don't play the game anymore, which is kind of an unfortunate fate in that regard. But it is something important to consider if you really care about that type of thing. Personally, me, kind of figure it's just happening already anyway, so it doesn't really bother me that much. But you can actually fill out a form to get, so here's the other thing too. There is a form, that you can go through, to, like, basically decline it if you accepted it initially, and by that I mean, like, decline the privacy policy notice. And there is also a I believe through that process you also go through the request of getting your account deleted, and that's what they mean by personal data. So I would recommend not filling that out. If you don't want your account deleted, obviously you can always contact Bandai support if you have any questions, or discuss them on the comments section, but don't fill that out. at this time, I don't know personally, and you guys know I like to be blatantly honest about what I know and I don't know in terms of the news and I mean the game in general, but you know what I mean. I'm not absolutely 100% positive that that deletes your game, but that's kind of from what I'm understanding, what I'm gathering, and what I've been told from other people in the community. And obviously, either way, though, you know, they're telling you that you have to stop playing the game if you disagree with the policy, so that would only make sense, you know, that they would kind of just get rid of your account if you, you know, decline agreeing with the policy. Either way, though, to kind of end on that sad note, I apologize. We had so much good info throughout the whole video, and then that kind of darker tone at the end. But that is something important to talk about, just because obviously it's important for the the game, and you playing the game. So I just felt it was necessary to mention and talk about it either way. Either way, though, guys, hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless. Again, links to everything in the description below. Can't wait to see what you guys pull on all of your multis on these brand new banners. I don't know if I'm going to be summoned on Bardock. We'll have to see what else is on the banner. Ooh, I did say I was going to go over that, didn't I? Let's just check that out real quick. The video is already 20 minutes long. Why the heck not? That'll be the last thing that we do as we wrap up here. Of course, the Tapion banner remains to be unchanged from what I know. Let's actually, I guess, take a look there. Why not? We'll just scroll down here and look at these. Oh boy, look at these. Actually, is any of this okay? Anyway, though, let's see. This was a while ago, the Bardock Dokkan Fest. Keep in mind, the Dokkan Fest did get rearranged somewhere down the line. Alright, so here's a Bardock one, right? Omega was not even featured on that banner, so very interesting. I'm wondering if he is going to take the place of Angel Golden Frieza, or how that's going to go down. We'll take a look at those featured units. Wait, why is Tapion not featured on the... What? I feel like that's a glitch because they were featured on the banner. Yeah, that's got to be a display error on DBZ Space's part, because they were definitely on the banner. They were the freaking featured cards, so I don't see why they wouldn't be. Let's keep scrolling until we find it. Unless we already scrolled past it, we might have. Again, I'm like half asleep. Yeah, we definitely scrolled past it. I just want to make the video for you guys because you guys know I like keeping you in the loop in terms of news. Did I really miss it like 3 times? I don't think it was that far ago. Here we... Nope, that's not it. That's a ticket banner. I'm tripping. There we go. So as you can see, this is the proper display of the units. Yeah, because it's not displaying any of the new stuff. That's really weird. That just must be an error on DBZ Space's end. Either way, though, banner remains unchanged for that banner. It's mostly focusing on, like, movie characters and stuff. But the Bardock banner seems to be very different if we scroll back down here. Obviously, Omega's featured. We won't know until the banner drops, of course. But I will make a video on the banner changes because I have not done one in a while, and I've been fiending for them to make a change so I can make a freaking video on that. But either way, we'll see how that goes when the actual banner drops. And that is the end of the video. So definitely go check out, by the way, that Trunks showcase for that tech free-to-play Trunks that should be on your screen now. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a good 2 out. Peace.